is so exciting. I can't deal. Honestly, I know this has been in the pipeline for a few weeks now, but I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit nervous. Double the guests, double the pressure. You know, even Boris has taken it upon himself to not turn up to the press conference today.
Oh, is he not again?
He's the lady's proper one on Sunday, so between us.
Oh, got you.
It's all happening, but thank you so much for joining me.
Pleasure.
No, not at all. So basically, let's just put things into perspective. So when I joined the Centralised programme in 2017, I had always played in 2 shirt numbers. Okay, my favourite numbers were shirt number 8 and shirt number 11.
No.
Now, I ignored like the play. The very you two, Kate number 11, Helen number 8. All right, I'll tell you why. Okay, so 668 international caps between the both of you. 94 international goals. Do you know who scored more? Yeah, okay.
A good percentage, though, probably own goals, aren't they?
Yeah, quite a lot of coaches.
Go wide.
Would we be into 3 figures, do we reckon, if we include the own goals? Yeah.
Nah.
I scored a few in my time, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, statistics doesn't lie. 8 Olympic Games, 7 World Cups and Commonwealth Games, 14 European Championships, 3 FIH World Proud of the Year nominations between the both of you. And obviously, the proudest achievement for the both of you must be a little 4-month little trooper by the world. I'm in the present Wilton. To be honest, he's probably right now. So,
wouldn't have missed it, mate.
No.
That means a lot, honestly. But yeah, so without further ado, we might as well crack on. Now, someone really wants to know one thing. Okay? When coming on, they want to know how you have your tea.
Yeah.
Okay. So I thought I might as well use the both of you, take advantage of this moment. So I've pre-warned you that you needed props, right?
Yeah.
Or some form of. Okay. So I've actually got a Helen and a Kate.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna ask a Mrs. and Mrs. style tea-related quick-fire question.
Ah, okay.
Ooh, right, okay.
So basically,
Right. Shall I put the baby down at this point?
well, unless Piper wants to help, probably.
She's chopping her milk at the moment, MD. It's not going to be any help to anyone, are you, Baba?
No, that's very helpful. Or Helen, you could take the reins on this one.
Okay.
Crack on.
So, are you ready? So basically, just say yourself or Kate who it's going to be, all right?
Yeah. Okay, I'm ready with my props. We didn't have photos we didn't have individual photos of ourselves, so we had to get these out of the loft. Okay.
We've got shirts.
See souvenirs later. How about that?
We love it.
Okay.
Yeah, we want one of those mugs, actually.
Huh?
We want one of those mugs.
Oh, don't. Just a rumble. That's a different. Don't matter. Okay. Question number 1. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So, who drinks the most amount of tea? Interesting. Okay.
Northern birds love tea.
Correct. Who is the most likely to make the other a cup of tea? Oh, here we go.
She's most likely to make a cup of tea.
On point. Okay, question number 3. Who is the most likely to choose biscuits as the accompaniment to their tea? Oh,
Not coming out this too well, am I?
You're doing well.
question number 4. Who's most likely to finish the packet of biscuits with their? No, you had it first.
Oh, I'm a biscuit addict.
She loves biscuits.
I can't go down the aisle in Tesco.
I helped her quit.
What would your biscuit of choice be?
Anything. But if I really had to choose one, it would be the chocolate and caramel digestives.
Oh yeah, I remember when they came out. Actually, I'm not a massive biscuit fan, but when they came out, it was probably around 2001.
Yeah, it was in our fact.
I did get I did get addicted to them.
Game changer. All right. Well, okay. Question number 5. Sorry, I've got one more. Who is the most likely to wash up the mugs after the cup of tea?
Choose the right shirt house.
Well, we have a dishwasher.
Yeah, but if you were to wash it up, not the
If we
dishwasher.
were, I'll probably say that's even.
I don't believe it. I hear lies.
Believe what you want.
I'll leave that to you two to discuss maybe a future date. It's very interesting.
Say that again.
So Kate's a bit of a tea lover, is she?
She loves tea, yeah.
Yorkshire tea.
Yorkshire
Don't say
tea.
that. Don't say that.
I know, I know. I need a good strong brew. What, you got Twinings?
I'm a big Twinings lover.
Is it like a wheat tea? What is it like? Is it like dishwater?
You know what? It's top drawer. I really, really recommend it.
Are you
I'll
sponsored?
send you Twinings. No, I'll send you some Twinings with your mug and your little props as well.
All right, thanks.
I'll treat you. Okay. So we might as well crack on. So I've pre-warned you that I ask all of my guests 3 questions. Okay. The first question comes from my guest on Monday's cover, England superstar Serena Guthrie. What an absolute
Legend, yeah.
She's discussing how people have picked up weird and wonderful new hobbies and skills during lockdown. Okay, so she's making sourdough bread every day. I've jumped on a banana bread bandwagon. I did my first ever Zumba class this morning with Gilda Front. So what Serena wants to know is, what skill or hobby have the both of you picked up during lockdown?
Parenting?
Yeah, that's been a new skill. Every day is new.
Probably can't class it as a hobby.
No, that's right.
We're learning. No, well, I've taken up the couch to 5K.
Amazing.
Because I was feeling a little bit after having given birth to Pfeiffer. And yeah, I felt like I never really liked exercising. I know this might sound a bit strange, but I never hugely liked it. I love playing hockey, but not just exercising. So I needed a bit of a target and a bit of a program to follow. So that's why I started that, and it's really cool. I'm actually really enjoying getting outside. Yeah,
I'm doing really well. I've been getting a bit crafty.
Crafty Kate.
Yeah. Because we had all Pfeiffer's cars. Lovely people sent lovely cards when she was born, and we didn't want to just recycle them. So we're like, what can we do? So we saw it on like Etsy and not on the high street, things like that. And so I thought, right, I'll cut a little heart out of every card, and then make a bit of art out of it, which sounded like a really good idea at the start. And then I went through my frustrated phase, and then I finished it, and now it's on the wall. So I've made a little bit of art for Pfeiffer's room. And yeah, but now I'm going to do something with our pin badges. I'm getting crafty.
Oh my gosh, so we've got our very own Paula Radcliffe. Got an art.
Paula Radcliffe.
Oh my God,
I
please.
wish.
You've got to do that in your pants and your long socks.
You know what? I'd pay to see that. Give the fans what they want. Go on, Hel.
To be fair, I do often need a poo when I go out for a run.
That is brilliant. Well, you never know. If your 5Ks take long enough, then you might have to. But I mean, that's
Very true.
Story.
Very true.
I'll leave that to imagination.
Yeah.
Crack on.
But good question. Okay, very interesting. Okay, so question number 2 is very obvious. You guys had such illustrious careers. You won 38 international medals between the both, which is just phenomenal. But obviously, in reaching these incredible, dizzy success heights, you obviously had to overcome a lot of setbacks along the way. And for you, Kate, obviously, 2012 Olympic Games, a Olympics, captain of the team, beating the girls out in that very first game, and then, you know, breaking your jaw during the game. You can't write it, can you? And then you had surgery pretty much immediately. You only miss, I think this is a miracle, you only miss 3 games to then come back for the final group game. And then about a week or so later, you had a bronze medal around your neck, which is just, you know, incredible in itself. And then obviously yourself, Helen, you had 3 ankle surgeries between 2002 and 2004. And then as well, which I think is remarkable, in the up to the European Championships in 2015, within 11 months you had 2 back surgeries. And to be able to come back from being such a pivotal player in not only in the European Championships, but then the Olympic Games, is remarkable. And I can't imagine the experience you both have in overcoming such setbacks. But if you give one piece of advice each to anyone overcoming setbacks or overcoming certain challenges at the moment, what would it be?
Ooh. I think
Tough.
it is a tough one. Just one piece of advice. I think if I was just to just one piece of advice, sorry, it would. The greatest thing that I probably learned is to be kind to yourself. So when you're going through that moment, you're going to be going through so many different emotions. You're going to feel so many different emotions all at once, and then one after the other, and then it will come back again, and it will go in a cycle. And so it's so hard. It's so easy to get down on yourself, and you know, we all have that voice inside our heads that tells us that we're stupid or can't do it or whatever. And yeah, it would just be to just be kind to yourself. Like, life is hard sometimes, and particularly when you're going through some of those challenges, it's hard. So don't beat yourself up. Just be kind. When that voice comes in, just tell it to bugger off, and change it with a nice message to yourself.
Yeah, I'd agree with that one. I think if I had to choose a different one, I'd say get your crew around you, and know who's in your corner when it's good and when it's bad, and don't be afraid to lean on them and ask them for help. I'm really bad at doing that, but I think having your friends, your family, like the people who love you and want the well for you, I think in those moments it's really important to just have like a mixture of people. Because I mean, in London I couldn't lean on Hells or my teammates, because obviously I could a little bit obviously, but they were cracking on to the next game. And so my mum and dad and my sister were just so important to me at that time, and I'm just so grateful that they could be there. So I think it's just get your crew around you and that are tight for you.
Yeah, I think like 2 incredible people, and obviously speaking personally as well, I really appreciate how important it is to actually sometimes take a step back from it all, but also as well be able to lean on other people. But in overcoming these sort of setbacks, do you think that actually it made those successes in London, in Rio, even more sweeter?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think that's what, like, whenever, well, I mean, both of our voices went a little bit then, I think, when we were speaking. Whenever we think about London or Rio or some of those things that we went through, yeah, it always makes the good things so much sweeter when they do happen, if they do happen. But I think that gave us the fight as well, to get there, to keep going. You know, we were both in the team for 17 years, and so much amazing stuff happened in that time. We met so many incredible people, made so many amazing friends. But you know, you do it because you want to be good and you want to win as well at the end of the day. And so, yes, disappoint when you get knocked and you lose and you go out of tournaments finishing 6th or 5th, or, you know, it's like, oh, and it gets you going. And so when you do achieve it, it's, it's amazing.
Well, I mean, the success that you guys have had, obviously, the sporting journey is never straightforward, but what you guys have been able to overcome throughout your careers and still be able to achieve, I mean, it speaks volumes for the people that you are and the personalities you are in terms of drive, the resilience and everything like that. And it's admirable, really. But yeah, good on the both of you. Very interesting. And I think it's really clear that you have both inspired me hugely in terms of my involvement within hockey. But I'd say one of the biggest qualities that I admire about both of you is not necessarily, you know, Helen's sublime elimination skills or Kate's famous slider slap. It's actually the desire that you both have that try and, you know, being the first same-sex married couple to win an Olympic gold, you know, you're icons within the LGBTQ plus community itself with that. You know, the work that you do within companies to motivate them, within schools to inspire them to play free, you champion inclusivity, diversity. I'm literally talking forever. But what I want to know in, you know, now that your career is kind of finished and that chapter of your life, what motivates you to continue to make such a positive difference with the society that we live in?
I think for me, well, and as you know, our vision for the Rio group was to be the difference, create history and inspire the future. And it was way more than about playing hockey. It was about what impact could they have on society and, you know, our place in the world, and, you know, being respectful of our past and looking forward to the future. And we just love people and groups of people and just trying to get the best out of those people and helping people thrive and be the best version of themselves. And so whether that's, you know, a youngster at school or somebody with a disability who wants to be active, or, you know, somebody working for 25 years in the NHS, we do quite a bit of work with people in the NHS, and I think everybody just sometimes just needs a little bit of help and support to be that best version of themselves, and to know that they can be amazing, more amazing than they know. And I think that's what certainly gets me out, and I think you're the same.
Yeah, I think that the vision, especially the be the difference, really sticks with me, because whenever you see something that's not quite right, you know, are you going to be the difference and do something about it, or just kind of let it go by? And there's so many different elements of life where you can be the difference just in your own home, like, you know, rather than just putting the mug on the side, you'd put it in the dishwasher, that sort of thing.
She's learning people.
But yeah, like all the time you can ask yourself that question, be the difference, and you will, you know, you'll make the right decision. And so yeah, I think that for me, definitely be the difference, like just really like resonated with me at the time, going for hockey, but just for life as well.
Yeah. So if you don't mind, guys came up with that vision in, you know, be the difference, create history, inspire the future. Was it kind of always in your head that this is what we want to achieve? And how easy was it to come up with that?
Oh, it took ages.
Yeah.
It took a long time, and we had discussions as, you know, a big group and small groups, and then back again as a big group, and we had other suggestions, and it wasn't, it just took a long time, and everybody being involved. See, our vision for London was really different. Our vision for London was just gold. So just one word, which was appropriate for that group where we were at that time. But for when we were coming up with the Rio vision, we were different people in a different place, different team, and so we wanted something different. And yeah, it took a while with lots of discussions and conflicts and disagreements, and eventually we came up with that, which everyone agreed on and loved, I think.
Yeah, well, it's so interesting. I mean, I'm not surprised, but it's something that you still live by even now, and actually that epitomises what you guys are all about. And actually it's quite refreshing to hear that even in this next chapter of your lives, you're still making such a difference, much so in my opinion, as you did achieve on the pitch as off the pitch. So credit, love it. But anyway, enough from me. I've got those social media questions.
Oh gosh.
Oh no.
I've been honest. I say it every time, but I'm really popular. All of these messages, and then I'm like, of course they're not. But I'll ask your question. So, without further ado, we'll kick off. Okay, we'll kick off with Ellie. Oh, right on cue. Papa knows it's going to be about her. Right, Ellie on Instagram wants to know, do you have any survival tips for first-time mums during lockdown? Because Ellie's wife is actually due next month.
Oh, really?
Should I get it?
How bad?
Well,
you guys it by the looks of it, I'm not going to lie.
well, I mean, some people think it's a bit controversial.
So we're following another friend of my sister who has had a baby. Her child seems to have just been amazing, and she followed Gina Ford. But this is like Marmite. You say it to some people, and they're like, "You're crazy women," and other people go, "Oh yeah, that's good."
It's just about routine, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, who knows if it works or what? But we like routine, and so we decided to try and get Pfeiffer into a routine from early doors. So we followed that book. You have to. She is flexible, and you have to be flexible with it. So don't take everything literally. But it has worked for us. I mean, we're no experts. We don't know what we're doing, but it worked for us. So we would recommend that. But I mean, who knows?
I'm not that expert. I feel like out there, give yourselves maybe a year or so. You can write your own about because Pfeiffer's smashing it right now.
Well, she slept through from 11 to 7 last night, so that is all we care about.
God, she's sleeping better than me. What a girl! Love it. Oh, we had it here, the Natter exclusive. Maybe there could be a book in the pipeline because.
If you'll write it, MD. All right, perfect.
Okay, well, Ellie, I hope that helped. They've just put the Bible in, so check it out. Question from Randa Gold. I've said that wrong. What was the best and worst parts of being teammates with your significant other and spending every day together training and playing? This is
Best and worst.
I mean, one of the worst was like Helen pulling my pants down in training.
Kate, you do the best, and Helen, you do the worst.
All right, okay, the best. Oh God. No, it was like we just really, obviously, it's amazing doing what you do, what we did, and you have some incredible times. Yes, fine. You have some incredible times traveling, playing in amazing tournaments, and doing some incredible things. I think if I feel so lucky to have been able to do that with Helen. So that is definitely the best bit.
Yeah, I think the worst was the fact that we definitely took too much of it home.
Yeah.
We would sometimes drive home from training, and we'd sit in our car for like half an hour, 45 minutes, like just discussing what has happened that day, like what we can do to do it better or whatever. And the neighbours, I think, were like going, are they ever going to come out of their car? So yeah, I mean, we kind of had the idea of if we keep it in the car and don't take it into the house, then it's done. But we always then took it into the house as well. So yeah.
Did you ever have the situation if you were on different teams that the loser would make dinner that evening?
No, we didn't have that, did we?
No, because I think the loser was already feeling like we would
true.
really sulk.
We would.
It was more often than not me as well, I have to say, that was on the losing team and like thinking Thursday or something, and I would sulk. So no, you'd probably be you looking after me more.
Yeah, probably be the winner having to do everything because they were happy.
Brilliant. Right, well, yeah, I mean, that's understandable. Okay, so question, let's go. Peter on Instagram wants to know, which players did you both look up to when you started playing hockey?
Well, I think for me, like, when I was growing up, I didn't know anybody. So hockey was very rarely on the TV. Like the first time I watched hockey on TV, I think, was the '92 Olympics. And you know, obviously Jane Sixsmith was the name that came out of that games. So it wasn't until I actually was playing with certain people, and I think Kath Johnson was somebody. So she was in the team in the Sydney team, and when we went to Sydney, and just training with her and playing with her, she was pretty incredible. Like, obviously with her fiery red hair, and she was as quiet as a mouse off the pitch, but on the pitch she was as tough as anything. And she kind of just epitomised everything that we were about. And so I think for me it was Kath Johnson, but I only really knew about her when I was actually playing with her. So
yeah, I mean, definitely Kath Johnson for all the reasons you said, but I think also for me, I went to Hightown, so they've bowed in Hightown, but they used to be just Hightown up in Formby, and Tina Cullen played there. So she was England international, GB international, and she would gone to school in Stockport, where I was from, and her PE teacher had been my PE teacher. So and you know, to see, okay, someone like me has got there and is doing amazing. There was like a group of us under 18s at Hightown, like Sally Walton, my sister, all junior England internationals, all looking up to Tina. So that was pretty cool.
Isn't it weird to say though, like in terms of you guys were those people looking up to your idol? And if I'm going to go around the whole country that have picked up a hockey stick in their life, they will probably claim that you were probably the biggest bracelet they've had. So, who would have thought it?
Crazy.
But it's great, isn't it, that there's so much more hockey on TV these days. And you know, we go into schools now and young girls are saying, I want to be a hockey player, or I want to be a footballer or a cricketer, and that just would never have happened in our day. And so that's amazing.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's thanks to the success of you guys, thanks to the success of, you know, the athletes of your era that have paved the way for, you know, the next generation who have dreams like that. That's you guys, 100%. Yeah, I hope that answered your question. Okay, so I appreciate that I'm keeping mummies away from Fifer. Now, our friend
Oh no, it's fine.
Absolutely true. My coffee is very nearly done. Okay, half an hour. How are you getting on?
Yeah.
Also, so can you raise your mug? I feel like we've got a really strong mug game going on. So, Helen, can you read what yours says?
Mine says, "Where there is tea, there is hope."
Love that. And then
I've got Manchester B.
Repping. Love that, guys. I feel like we've got a strong game going. But anyway, I've got one more to ask of you, if that's right. So I'm going to give you guys the power of what my first for my next couple and natter guest on Monday is going to be. Okay, so it can be anything, but the power is now in your hands.
Okay, so we would like to know, what was the very first trophy, medal, or certificate that your next guest won? Hopefully it will be like when they were really young,
like primary school,
like
three-legged
very
race.
first. Yeah.
All right. Can you choose yours?
Do you know, I thought it might be primary school, like a three-legged race, but actually I think it probably would have been my swimming badge. You know, like you got your 5-metre badge or your 10-metre badge.
Oh,
whatever.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Did you do Frosties, the Frosties challenge? Was it a Frosties challenge?
I'm about 40 years older than you. So no, I can't really. We did have, I don't know what they were called. I remember doing my bagger, my gymnastics bagger awards, but I don't remember what's.
I remember winning the Avon under-8 short tennis championships. I've got a picture of myself with a trophy.
Went to Wimbledon.
Really?
Billy over here.
Yeah, played short tennis like exhibition court at Wimbledon when I was about 8 years old. So cool.
Stop it.
Fine.
Yeah.
With the Oath medal, isn't it?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
So we've got a bit of a swimmer, a bit of a tennis player on hand. I think mine I reckon mine was like a dancing medal or something.
Ah.
I'm not going to lie, my Zumba proved it earlier. I'm really not good at dancing. And Gilda Frond really tried to, you know, encourage me to take it up early doors. Tried and failed. But I reckon my dance medal might be my one, you know.
Nice.
Very good.
But anyway, that's a very good question. I like asking it, actually. See what happens. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, pleasure.
We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
No, thank you. I really do appreciate it. Royalty itself. You know what? I'm now up and over and out. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Well done for doing what you're doing.
Amazing.
My next guest will be revealed. We obviously know that what their next question is going to be. My next guest will be revealed on Sunday at 5 p.m. But in the meantime, thank you for joining me. Keep that kettle boiled. Keep nattering, Papa and a natter, hashtag. And yeah, see you on Monday, same time, same place. Cheers, guys.
See ya.